thought this machine was going to be okay now. This is something that I want everyone to remember. Wherever you apply facing to, and I'm repeating this because almost every single person makes this mistake, so take a good mental note of this. Wherever you're applying facing to, you need to first of all join the entire facing for that area together. Okay? Meaning, if I'm applying to the waist, I will join the front and back together. And I have joined the front and back of my skirt together. This is where my facing is being applied. This is all sewn together. This is all sewn together. They need to be finished exactly the same way. If you're applying this to the front of the skirt and the front is not sewn to the back, it will not work. The facing will sit inside of the garment like this, with the fusing facing the skirt, so you never actually see the fusing at all. Okay? But it is joined to the side seam, to the waist seam like that. So it holds the seam of the waist. I will put this facing on once I've put the zip in. Just for now, we will leave it to one side and come back to the zip. What we're putting in the skirts is the concealed zips you bought.
How long is that?
This is a long one.
Okay,
I don't
why is
know
it
how
so
long
long?
it is. This is 55 centimeters.
Yeah, because the one I got were like
This
20.
is a concealed one. It's fine. The reason why I'm showing you this is I want to show you how you can change the size, change the length of the zip. You can shorten it to fit your garment. Okay? So you can, if the color of the zip you're buying is not out there in that specific length, you can buy that color but longer. With black and white, you usually don't have that problem. But let's say you want to buy like a fluorescent something zip, and you can only get it in this length. It's fine, you can still buy it. If it's a concealed zip, you can change the length of it. So you have this opening where the zip is going into. And the zip needs to sit like this. Okay, this is why it is called a concealed zip, because you do not see this zip at all. Once the garment is sewn properly, you only see the puller. This side sewn to this side. Therefore, you can, as soon as you match it, then you can open the zip and you know where it's being applied to. If you have any doubts, close the zip back up again. Put the seam allowances over it, then you can open the zip and apply it. The first thing you want to do is, first of all, to make sure that this little piece of plastic is positioned past your seam allowance. So I have a centimeter seam allowance here, I have a centimeter here. this piece of plastic here is the end of the zip. It should not be sitting up here. It should be sitting a little bit lower than the centimeter. And then you continue to join the zip down to here. I always hold the zip with one stitch so that it doesn't move around, and then I will show you with the zip foot how we attach the zip properly. Close the zip again. Match the other side. You want to match the top very well. What you want to match is also down here. This time you could use pins. If you don't match down here properly, as you're sewing, your fabric may stretch and you will end up with a little bit of extra here. Okay, so I'll put a pin up here. And here, I want to make sure this is really nice and flat. And then I'm going and pinching the seam allowance behind it, so my zip doesn't move.